Good evening. Okay, I wanted to do a quick video, and you know what? They sliced my other video titled See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I did like an hour and 37 minutes of a video, and I had uploaded it. And then I went back and checked it, and only, what is it, 48 seconds, 46 seconds is on, a video is on there. And just earlier, before that, aircraft flew by overhead. So you see what they're able to do. You see what they're able to do. Oh my gosh! And it was basically an exposure video. I was talking about another alleged targeted individual named RTTI in New York City. Yeah, he's an ex-con, and he works apparently at an after-hours club as a bouncer. And this person is the one targeting me. This person is the one who extended his hand to me. And we started communicating. This was just last Saturday. And we only spoke the one day, and then already there was like drama and problems already from the start. So I mean, there were red flags already for me, as I spoke with him over the phone, but also just through watching his videos, I was leery, because there's so many red flags popping up. And I mean, they all cite privacy reasons why they don't show their face or give out their personal information, stuff like that. But for me, the way I see it, and this is from my viewpoint only, so like, I know this criminal network is worldwide, and they're all interconnected. All the perps, all the criminal gang stalkers, they're all connected. Everyone has a smartphone, and I've actually seen someone from the state who his channel is called. He's a African American young man who does videos, but he is an infiltrator. He's not true. And I'm using my spiritual discernment on that one also. But this guy is a real smooth talker. This RTTI in New York City is a real smooth false charmer. He's very well read. He's very well spoken. Very intelligent. The way he represents himself is like a gentleman and very charming. But when I spoke with him, he was actually none of those things. And I mean, what gentleman keeps you up all night on the phone? And I mean, he was just extracting information out of me, wanted to know where did I obtain all my knowledge from, and how do I know certain things, and then he was perping me, like targeting me with certain topics. Yeah, so, and then he was trying to claim that we share similar life experiences, and the fact that he lives with his mother. But there's no proof to that fact that he lives with his mother, so that was a red flag for me. And then just the way he curses and uses profanities in his videos is not very becoming of a person who's so well spoken. I mean, he does express himself clearly and concisely in his videos, but you know what? When you're a child of God and you have spiritual discernment, these wolves in sheep's clothing have nothing on us. So there's too many red flags. And then, there's an example. He was targeting my mama and I because he texted me and had responded to my text because I was saying like, well, have a good week or whatever and talk to you soon. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, all right, cool beans. And then I said to him, quit targeting my mama and I, because my mama just had a can of beans. She didn't eat a whole can of beans, but she opened a can of beans and she had about a quarter of it, and she put the rest in a bowl and put it in the fridge. And then I was like, I'm not one, I don't believe in coincidences. So I told him, I said, well, that sounds very odd that you would say such a thing when my mother just opened a can of beans and she ate them cold. And then you go and say, oh yeah, cool beans. So, and then he ended up saying, because I called him out on that, he ended up saying to me, oh, you're annoying me. And then I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, that's not how you communicate or talk to somebody you hardly know. I mean, he's the one who extended his hand in friendship as a support. Sorry, my phone keeps dropping here. But I was like, the audacity, like you're an infiltrator, you're a perp, and you have the audacity to turn this on me. And then he was claiming he was at the park that day. We had just talked all night on the phone, and then he's claiming he went for a walk with his mother to the park that afternoon. Things just don't add up. But yeah, so and then he claims that there was women who resembled me and they were wearing t-shirts, and one of the t-shirts said, just just as Delilah did to Samson, she will do to you. Now, come on, who's going to go through that trouble that fast to put that long of a sentence on a t-shirt? And like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. Then he said the other woman who resembled me also was wearing a t-shirt that said, you are such a fool. You're such a fool to something. And then I'm thinking, well, that's another long statement to put on a t-shirt. And then all this is supposed to have been done in what? Like from that time we got to talking, which was like 12 hours ago. So I'm like, no, this guy is not even a man of integrity. He's a cowardly perp, and what else would you expect from an ex-con? I mean, as a true persecuted Christian and targeted individual, all aspects of my life are sabotaged, restricted, controlled, limited. Okay, I can't even find work. I can't even be employed, and I have a skill set to offer. I went to University of Manitoba to obtain my social work degree, which I was not successful in accomplishing due to the sabotage and due to the infiltration. The professors picked on me, the students harassed me and refused to work with me. It was all a huge operation against me, and I went back to university like 3 times to try and finish my degree, but this was before I knew I was a targeted individual. This was before my spiritual awakening in 2015. So for him to have gotten out of prison and to have found employment, and he's claiming, that he lives with his mother too, just as I live with my mother, and then he's like, there's no way. And why is the video where I exposed him, why is that video spliced down to 49 seconds? Or it's 46, 48, 49 seconds, whatever. And when I did an hour and 37 minutes of video, So it doesn't make any sense, but he may have others fooled out there, but not me, and he knows it. So beware and be shrewd. God warns us in his holy word to be shrewd and not to take what somebody says at face value. You know, trust is earned. And yeah, don't take what anyone says at face value until, you know, you observe them for a while. And yeah, but this one showcased himself as an infiltrator because no one just disappears like that and doesn't communicate, you know. Um, when he said I was annoying, I told him, well, I'm going to have to let you go because now he was just getting insulting. And then he hung up, and then I hung up, and then I was like, okay, whatever, like, he's not true anyways. And then he tried phoning back, but I didn't answer. And then he left a long message in a text. And yeah, he's claiming mind control and all that, but this man is definitely a wolf in sheep's clothing. So he's masquerading as a true TI, but he's not. Okay, and there's a lot of other red flags, but you know, I used my spiritual discernment, and I was leery all along. It's just, you know, you try and have some trust, so you can try and get to know someone. But you know, this person revealed and exposed himself to be exactly what I had an inclination that he was, which is a perp. So beware and believe everything there, and don't believe everyone who claims they're a targeted individual. And look for the red flags. And I have the shower running because, you know, and if you could smell what I smell, it smells like toilet water. So these people infiltrate the water system. They poison it. They, instead of getting, you know, clean water for our showers, we get toilet water in exchange. Yeah. So I don't know what they do below us, but I'll try and get some audio or some kind of footage. You could hear them actually underneath unscrewing and doing the thing like filtering the water, you know. And yeah, they're you can hear them running to the bathroom when you go and use the bathroom. It's just, it's sick. You know, this is a sinister program, and they're creating a perverted society with perverted voyeurs, you know, and they're made to believe that it's okay. But yeah, and we live in a society of habitual liars. You know, the Bible states all liars will not inherit the eternal kingdom, heavenly kingdom. So that's all that you will get on the internet are infiltrators. They're all liars and deceivers. And they're out just to cause, you know, confusion and to confuse others and to give out disinformation. But anyways, I'm gonna go shut that water off now. It just stinks. But I turned it on because I heard the guy doing his thing below. Because they they like siphon the water or whatever. Like they recycle it, you know. And yeah. But you know, sometimes when I do jump in the shower, I wear something. I don't go in there totally naked all the time, but I wear not a bathing suit, but just one of those smocked, long, like terry cloth tops, like that you wear at the beach. So, but I pray and I ask Jesus to purify the waters. So I really believe that Jesus purifies the waters for me. Mama never takes a shower. You know what she does? She takes a basin and a face cloth and washes like that in the closet. But, I really firmly believe that Jesus purifies the water for me when I jump in there to take a shower. Like sometimes it would smell really bad like this, like toilet water, like poop and urine mixed together. Yeah, I know, it's really disgusting. But this is how children of the devil operate. They're filthy and disgusting. They're all liars and deceivers, and they're going to reap what they sow. Yeah, so God has the last laugh. So you can take this with a grain of salt or whatever, but I'm speaking truth and I'm exposing this person. And yeah, I feel like you can expose others out there. And I think that's our responsibility and accountability to one another. And God Himself, the Most High God, gives us His permission to expose the fruitless deeds of darkness in Ephesians 5:11. So I'm exposing this perp, this filthy, dirty perp, RTTI in New York City. Yeah, not a gentleman and not a true target. No, he's the opposition and works for the opposition, gets paid. He has accepted a bribe to do evil. So anybody can talk a good talk. Anyone could get videos the way he's been getting the videos when you're working for this criminal network. If they could perform street theater tactics out there, yeah, they can pretend to make to have video footage also. Anyways, have a good evening and God bless. Take care.